first grade. I am Glita Go Lucky. You are my best friend. It's a book about a girl called Glita who really wants to have a best friend. So she is lucky when a girl called Mali moves in next door. Mali is sad because she misses her old home and her old friends. Glita thinks of lots of things to cheer her up and shows her all the places she likes in town, but Mali still likes her old town better and is still sad. Then Glita thinks of a special surprise and decorates her friend's garden with beautiful butterflies. That makes Mali smile because she didn't have that at her old home, and now she likes everything and everyone is happy. I like that Glita put up the butterflies decoration to make her friend happy. My favorite page is the one with the butterflies.
My name is Ben. I am in first grade. I want to tell you about the Seek and Find book of the world religions. This book has 5 big pictures. Each picture shows a different religion, what the people do in that religion. The people are Hindu, Buddhist, Jewish, Christian, and Muslim. There are no words, but you don't need any. There is a small booklet with explanations that your parents can read to you about the different things in these pictures. I like finding the monkeys and elephants. My favorite page is the one about Buddhism.
Hello, my name is Tatiana and I'm in 7th grade. My favorite parts of the book were when Sarah and Nico had to steal ice cream because they were hungry. They got it by tricking the gas station worker that something was wrong outside and then taking the ice cream and running away. And while eating the ice cream, they talked about their childhoods, and you got to learn more about the characters. And my other favorite part was at the end of the book when at a school festival, their class set up a sumo wrestling booth to make fun of Nico, and Nico challenges Marco, his bully, to a fight, and Nico ends up winning, which surprises everyone. And I would recommend this book because it was really funny at some parts, but also really serious at others, and I really enjoyed reading it.
My name is Katarina, and I am in 2nd grade. In 21 Stories, we learned all about an adventure of a 7-year-old girl named Louisa. Louisa has such a quiet voice that no one ever hears what she says. That's a problem. When she has something important to say at school or to her family, but Louisa is smart and finds clever solutions to make up for the quiet voice, such as using pantomime to lead her family to the circus or inviting a second sound guessing game. Louisa also can come in handy when tiptoeing quietly with her little brother, for instance, or when waiting for the mouse to stick its nose out of its hole.
My name is Sebastian. I'm in 2nd grade. I'm presenting my best soccer game, Well Almost. This is a diary of the soccer player, Anton, who believes that one day he will be a world champion. Unfortunately, there are a few obstacles.
For one, his team just lost 7-0, and now they need to win the next game. His coach gets out his old lucky winning soccer ball, and Anton is the one who has to keep an eye on it. So he puts it into the best hiding place he can think of, the rabbit hutch. But unfortunately, the rabbit destroys the ball. It's a very funny novel, and there are facts about soccer interspersed throughout the book. I love the book because I was a soccer player. I'm a soccer player. The pictures are really funny. I learned some cool soccer facts. When you kick it through your legs, it's called a meg. The best part I like when the rabbit destroys the ball, because he found the ball, and because the other player lost it, put it in front of the toilet, and then he came out, and then he didn't get it, like the back picture.
Hello, my name is Henry. I am in 2nd grade. I read Cleo and Bear, Crow and Bear. This is a picture book about a bear in a zoo who meets a crow. The bear is jealous of the crow, who is free to fly wherever she wants. But the crow, who is always hungry, thinks that the bear has the best life ever, because he gets 3 meals every day. The crow is smart and gets a magic drink from the snake that lets them switch bodies. The bear, who is now a crow, discovers he always has to fight in the city, and he is always hungry. And the crow, who is now a bear, eats herself fat and unhappy in the zoo. And so they decide to switch back to their bodies, and from now on to share their meals in the zoo. I like it because the discussions between the bear and the crow are very funny. The bear always yells and acts like he is annoyed, but he actually likes the crow, and the crow makes fun of him. My favorite picture is the last one, when they are back in the zoo, together and share their food, and all the animals are happy. Here's a picture that the bear and crow drew, and they're sharing their food, and the lion's eating, and the penguins are eating fish, and the bird is eating a worm.
My name is Lily. I am in 1st grade. I read The Journey to America. This picture book is about a dog called Trilly who wants to go to America on a boat, but his dog friends are too afraid to go when he is on the water. A seagull sits down on the other end of the boat. But when Trilly chases the seagull away, the boat tilts and he falls into the water. He is afraid, but he's able to doggy paddle back to the beach to the other dogs. And all the dogs think he actually was in America. I like this because it's funny. The boat is on a small pond, not the ocean. My favorite picture is the one with the treasure chest, and the one when you see that it really small pond.
Hi, my name is Finn and I am in 4th grade. I read Penelope und der Funkelrote Zauber, Penelope and the Sparkling Red Magic. It's a novel about a girl, Penelope, who lives with her mother and grandmother on the outskirts of a small town. She always has been different from the other children because of her gray hair. Also because sometimes she can hear her mother's words before she says them out loud. One morning, Penelope wakes up and realizes that her hair has turned sparkling red overnight, and she can fly. That's when her mother confesses that Penelope's father is not dead but alive and an actual wizard. Penelope has inherited his powers. She goes on a journey to find him, find out that he's in terrible danger. What I like about it is that most of the magic is different than what you usually find in books about magic. Instead of things like fireballs, there is hearing somebody's voice before they speak. My favorite scene is when Penelope is trapped on a dirt road in a swamp between two villains, but she escapes by flying over the swamp's water. I recommend it because it is an exciting story of magic and family.
My name is Leo. I am in 4th grade and I want to present the picture book Udo braucht Personal. Udo needs employees. It's about a lion named Udo. Udo has everything, a mansion, a hammock, a cotton candy machine, and more. But he is lonely, especially when he has to water his geranium flowers. He thinks that what's missing in his life are people to help him with his chores, and he sets out to hire animals to work for him. He soon realizes that being a boss and following rules is not fun, and he is even lonelier. Then he meets Zebra, who suggests that he should just be Udo, not a boss. Then all the animals move in with him to share the hammock and water the flowers together. I like the illustrations of the animals, especially the lion. He looks so cuddly. My favorite scene is when all the animals are in the hammock together and are best friends.
My name is Ben. I am in 1st grade. And I read the picture book Superheroes in Pajamas. It's about Mutz and Benter, whose parents are superheroes. When it's time for the kids to go to sleep, their parents go to work helping people. Mutz and Benter also want to help people, so they set out in their PJs and have a couple of cool adventures on their own. In one story, they help a dog out of the river, and because their parents think they did a good job, they get real superhero helmets. I like this book because the superheroes are wearing pajamas. My favorite part is when Mutz and Bente help the dog out of the river.
My name is Leo. I'm in 4th grade and I read Die Händlerin der Worte, The Word Vendor. This is a novel about the power of words. Leonie, who is 10, and her 8-year-old brother Jonas stumble into a magical part of a farmer's market, with stands that are different from your regular fruit and vegetable stands. One of them is staffed by a tiny, strange lady who sells words. She's upset because a thief just stole her box of polite words. If there are no polite words left to sell, people have to use rude and nasty words. And if you use bad words, you hurt other people's feelings. This is exactly what starts to happen, and the people in the town become rude and impolite. The siblings track down the thief with the help of another boy called Pico and learn that he hates foreign words, especially the ones of Arabic origin, such as mattress. The kids hand out foreign words for free, and a lot of people start using them in front of the thief. That drives the thief mad, and he runs away. The kids recover the stolen box, and everyone is happy again. I like this book because it's funny and it's a good detective story. I learned that language is important. Bad words hurt people's feelings, and I think it was cool that they used foreign words to get rid of the thief. My favorite part is when they meet Pico and they become best friends.
My name is Elizabeth, and I read Neo-Nazi by Timo F. This autobiography is by the semi-anonymous Timo, and it recounts his former life as a neo-Nazi. He landed on the right-wing scene as a teenager and loves the rebellious excitement, music, culture, demonstrations, and friendships that come with the right-wing movement. But when he starts rising to the top of the movement, he gradually becomes disillusioned with it. He faces criminal prosecution and ultimately decides to try to reintegrate himself into mainstream society. With the current rise of political extremism and right-wing extremism worldwide, this book offers a really valuable glimpse into the mind of a young neo-Nazi. Timo's story helps clarify why somebody would join, stay, and ultimately leave a right-wing movement. While it touches on a political hot topic, the book also speaks to themes that concern most teenagers, such as identity, belonging, ethics, and family.